Godzilla G-Force. Arc 11, Rebirth of Mothra Arc. Arc 11, Episode 1, Target, Mothra. Mothra returns, and this time, she's conceived an egg. Lena Kujo calls Dave saying that she has found a new discovery. Then, the Eldian twins are overjoyed by Mothra's egg, but worried at what's gonna happen to her. Meanwhile, Dave informed Mark that Lena found a new discovery about Mothra, but soon, Boris surprises them with the fact that Mothra doesn't have long to live. G-Force heads to Infant Island to see the Eldians, but the Eldians warn them of an enemy that might lead to Mothra's demise. Arc 11, Episode 2, Salvation of Destiny. Meeting Lena after all this time, G-Force finds out that Mothra summoned an egg, and then a new enemy will lead to Mothra's demise. The Elder takes them to see Mothra as she tells them she doesn't have long to live. However, Boris senses the enemy's presence. That enemy's name is End of Ghidorah, and he's coming this way. Arc 1, Episode 3, The Fairies. G-Force and Lena hide in the one place End of Ghidorah couldn't find, the Fairy Garden, where the Fairy Mothra reside. Then, all the fairies gather around Mothra's egg to see it hatch. But, End of Ghidorah, by instinct, found where the egg is before it hatched into a new larva. Arc 11, Episode 4, A New Mothra. The new Mothra larva, named Leo, leads G-Force to his mother, Mothra, so he could help her fight End of Ghidorah. Little did he know, his mother doesn't have long to live. Meanwhile, End of Ghidorah was chasing the group through a mountain site. Then, Leo has no choice but to fight End of Ghidorah to protect Mothra. Arc 11, Episode 5, End of Mothra. Mothra comes to help her son, Leo, who's having trouble fighting End of Ghidorah. Lena tries to merge with Mothra, but she refuses, knowing what little time she has. Then, as Mothra escapes with Leo, she used up all of her strength and dies, returning to the sea. Arc 11, Episode 6, Mothra Leo. Reeling from Mothra's death, Leo turns himself into a cocoon to prepare for his imago state. Then, Leo finally emerges as a new Mothra. Arc 11, Episode 7, End of Ghidorah. End of Ghidorah continues to rampage, until Laura and Maul discover Boris' secret. Arc 11, Episode 8, Faded Memories. A look back on how Mothra met G-Force and fought against enemies to the end, told by Lena Kujo. Arc 11, Episode 9, Prophecy of Light. Mothra Leo checks out a prophecy which can defeat End of Ghidorah. Arc 11, Episode 10, The Final Battle. The final battle between Mothra Leo and End of Ghidorah reaches a climax as Lena frees the people of Eldia. Arc 11, Episode 11, Journey to the Sea Temple. G-Force, Lena, and Mothra Leo travel to the Sea Kingdom, where they hear of a kaiju named Dagarah. Arc 11, Episode 12, Dagarah Awakens. The group heads back to Infant Island, where they meet Bora again. This time, she warns them of Dagarah, who has awakened. Arc 11, Episode 13, Protect the Sea Temple. Godzilla steps in to stop Dagarah from wrecking the Sea Temple since Mothra Leo is down for the count. Arc 11, Episode 14, Prophecy of Truth. After holding off Dagarah for long, Mark, Dave, and Lena find another prophecy, which could be helpful to Mothra Leo. Arc 11, Episode 15, Clash. Mothra vs. Dagarah. Mothra Leo faces one last battle against Dagarah, using his two new forms Aqua and Rainbow. Arc 11, Episode 16, Return of King Ghidorah. On a distant moon, the Shadow has trained himself to defeat the Godzilla warrior, who he calls Mark Goodwin. Then, Mothra Leo senses a familiar presence. Someone whose name is Ghidorah is coming. Mark remembers the enemy as the one who captured King Ghidorah. Meanwhile, the Shadow comes to Earth to fight the Godzilla warrior, who declares himself as Mark Goodwin, and reveals himself as the one with three faces and alien trinity named Tragos. Tragos unleashed King Ghidorah, but he has changed somehow. Mark/Godzilla faces off against Tragos/Ghidorah in a battle which he can't win. Then, Mothra Leo saves him. Arc 11, Episode 17, Prophecy of Hope. After taking a beating from Tragos/King Ghidorah, Mothra Leo decides to step in and fight him. But, he's no match for King Ghidorah when merged with Tragos. Then, Lena reads a prophecy which leads to the end of King Ghidorah's rampage. Arc 11, Episode 18, Back to the Past. Mothra Leo travels back in time using his light speed mode to defeat the King Ghidorah in the Cretaceous period. Arc 11, Episode 19, Rise of the Supreme King. After traveling back from the past, Mothra Leo may have defeated Ghidorah in the Cretaceous period, but King Ghidorah came back as stronger than ever, as Grand King Ghidorah. Then he traps Lena and the others in a golden dome. Arc 11, Episode 20, The End of Ghidorah. Mothra Leo has to defeat Grand King Ghidorah and save his friends. Meanwhile, Captain Ross sends Catherine Fawn to spy on G-Force to see what Mark Goodwin is planning. Then, Mothra Leo rescues Lena and the others and defeats Ghidorah, reverting him back to Tragos. Tragos leaves, knowing that he'll face Mothra Leo again. Arc 11, Episode 21, The Eternal Moth, Forever. Mothra Leo evolves into his eternal form and thanks Lena and G-Force for everything they've done. After that, they reminisce on the events they had with Lena and Mothra. Lena says goodbye to Dave, who merged with Anguirus, to see her off on her new journey. Arc 11, Episode 22, Operation DAM. With tensions running high on these kaiju attacks going on, the United Nations are confused at the fact that Godzilla is humanity's hero. Luckily, General Rick Strazer has an idea of how Godzilla must be identified as a hero or a menace, the Kaiju Registration Act. Then, Captain Edward Ross shows some clips about how much Godzilla has changed over the months. But, the other nations are skeptical and they demand they do something about Godzilla. Ross, deducing that Kaiju are a threat to humanity, introduces Operation Destroy All Monsters, DAM for short, to the UN, so they can eliminate Godzilla and all the Kaiju around the world. Special Episode 9, The Truth About Mason Goodwin. Special Episode 10, The Professor's Granddaughter. Special Episode 11, The Endgame of Operation DAM. Special Episode 12, The Zillions War Game. Next time, Operation DAM Arc.